Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is martindogger and I'm giving you a review of the O-47 in World of Tanks Blitz. And as far as fantasy tanks go, this one is a true fantasy tank. It's a completely made up tank. I think in turret might be slightly based in form and shape on a T-44, but other than that it was designed by a Japanese artist called Kuoni Akawara. And it was first released into World of Tanks Blitz in December 2016. It was part of a series back then, Artist's Signature. And I think it was advertised actually as the first of a few, but so far this is the only one in the series. There are of course other fantasy tanks, the Warhammer tanks, you have them from the Valkyria Chronicles, Lupus, Nameless, Eloise, and you do have the T6 Dracula and the Helsing. And yeah, when this one was originally brought into the game, I kind of vowed also to subscribers and other people who were playing the game with me, I'm never going to get this one. It's a fake tank, I don't like it. But yeah, in a way you could call this one a bit of a guilty pleasure really, because I decided to buy it on the contributor account, see what it was like, if it played well or not. And well, yeah, much to my surprise actually, it's really not a bad tank. It's not a brilliant tank either, because it has weak spots and things it doesn't do very well. But it's got a good gun. It earns credits quite nicely, I think, being a tier 8 premium. And we will do the full bells and whistles review with stats, numbers and armor profile and 2 lovely ace games. One thing I did find a bit surprising and actually a bit annoying as well on this this offer Wargaming have, was the fact that you have to pay quite a lot for the camo if you haven't got it already. The bundles are available for 10k of gold and 11k of gold. And like I said, the tank has been available earlier in the game, in December 2016. And back then there were 2 possibilities. You can just get the tank or get the tank and the bundle with the camo. So I logged on to my contributor account, went to tier 8 medium premium tanks, decided to go into the camouflage section, clicking on the rare camouflage, and this Mega Phoenix camouflage was right there. And it then said, in order to install the camouflage, purchase the bundle. What? Yes, in order to get the camouflage, purchase the bundle. Right, so I bought this tank earlier. Cost me a fair bit of gold, even though press account and all, but hey, you have to buy it. And if I have it on my account now without the camouflage and I want to get the camouflage, then I have to pay the full 10k or 11k of gold bundle? Don't you think that's a bit of a money grab, Wargaming? Really? Because I think it is. I think it's a pretty big money grab. I mean, attachments are 4k and they don't do anything to the tank in terms of changing stats or characteristics. At least the camouflages do. But you can get a regular Tech 3 tier 8 premium tank for 7.5k of gold, give or take a little. And this one, yeah, you would need to pay 10k of gold. Of course you get compensation in terms of credits if you have the tank already. But then again, I really think they should make it available for tanks. If you have got the tank but haven't got the camouflage earlier and you now want to get just the camouflage, make it available in the regular camouflage tab for rare camouflage, so you can just buy the tank. But hey ho, that's my opinion. I found it a bit odd. I'm not going to bother you with it anymore, but yeah, there we go. This game was on Canal, as you can see. I've been rambling about camouflage. It's going to be an easy ace game, a fairly easy ace game, because I can farm all the damage of that last AFK SU 12244. But hey, an ace is an ace, and I decided to include it anyway because of the driving around in the middle area, where I dropped down on Canal. Quite lucky to be alive actually, but yeah, I managed to, so I decided to include this video anyway. If you like my content, if you like my reviews, do click the subscribe button at the bottom right. You will never miss an update again. And I will keep producing content as long as I can. We're slowly plugging away towards 6k of subscribers. Thank you very much for that. to the people who have been on the channel from the beginning, and of course to all the new subscribers as well. Let's take a look at the results for this battle. You can see it is a fairly decent earn of the tank. In terms of damage, just above 3k. Gives me, well, over 100k gross income, 82 net. Really good. So let's take a look at the statistics, stats and numbers page. Here it is. You can see it's a good tank in terms of penetration. It's not as good as the CDC and the Panther 8.8, but it's better than the prototype, about on par with the rest. And there's actually one thing: you do have heat rounds available, which give you well, nearly the best penetration. 59 patterns, just a bit better. But I'd rather have APCR actually for premium ammo. But okay. Your weapon handling isn't brilliant. As you can see, you do have a good aim time, but not the best one. You do have decent dispersion, but not the best one. You do have good gun depression, but not the best one. That goes to the T26E4 Super Pershing and the AMX CDC. You do have good mobility, but not the best one. You have a good view range. It's a decent tank. It really is. But if you look at the bottom line down below, number of players, this one is, at the moment, a really rare tank. There aren't a lot of rare tanks anymore in the game. And we're going to take a look at the armor profile now from the perspective of a Centurion Mark 1, which has a fairly good gun. You can see the gun mantlet, it looks kind of T44-ish in a way. There are weak spots on the left and right side. Also the wings are weak spots. On the T29, for example, they aren't weak spots, they aren't hitboxes. Here they are. But you can see what happens if you wiggle the tank around. All those plates on the front and on the side, they are very trollish. Even the little wings at the back, I don't know what they are, they look like music boxes. They can become impenetrable as well. You do have a sort of cheek on the front, which makes it hard to really angle down because you open up that side. But if you go hull down with the tank and wiggle the turret down around, you can see that the cheeks on the turret, they become auto bounce zones against a Centurion Mark 1. Of course, you're a tier 8 tank. If you are up against the big guns at tier 8 and 9, you have a lot more problems. But then again, this is a medium tank. It is supposed to go on a flank, to be a supporter, to be a spotter. And that's exactly what we're going to do on the next game. We have one more game here on Dead Rail, as you can see. The last one is another ace game on Winter Melanovka, so please stay tuned. The last one is a really, really good one. But this one is funky as well. I bounced a fair few shots. There's are the first spots. Can we put a cheeky little shot in? Yes, we can. And we get shot as well. And we bounce a shot. Waited just a bit too long. I think in terms of trying to shoot tanks, shouldn't have done that. This one goes in just nicely. A little bit of gun bounce made it possible for me to get the shot in. There's another bounce. You can see the turret. Gun mantlet, fairly good. But don't overexpose. I'm going to. This was one of the first games I played actually when I started to think about the gun depression and all. And you can see there's an IS at the back. There's an SU-122-44 there. There's a Borsig, a T28 Proto. They're bouncing a fair load of shots on me, and they also hit a few. But it has a good armor profile, but it's not really brilliant. And if your sights are open, like it is going to be here against the RU, they will go through. Where did that shot go actually? But okay. You can actually see the tank here without the camouflage. This is what it looks like if you haven't got any camouflage on. I actually forgot it. Completely forgot it. I can track the RU there for some more assistance damage. And yeah, like I said, this is what you should do with this tank. It is a supporter, it is a ridge fighter, a hill fighter, not as good as a Sand or a T26E4 Pershing. But yeah, it does the job quite well actually, provided you stay alive. Do I then really recommend the tank? Nah, I don't know. In terms of, it is a unique tank, so in terms of the gold price, I can understand why you would want to pay 5k of gold. I did pay 15k or 16k for the AMX M449. If you have a lot of tier 8 premiums in your garage already, well, you might not find this one appealing. If you are a fan of real tanks, you might not find this one appealing. But then again, it is a game. They are here. and I haven't really changed my mind about these types of tanks. It's not like I like them now and have gone from completely not liking them. Ooh, lovely, not a bounce. But yeah, you have to be a fan of just tanks, really. It's not brilliant. I prefer tanks that are real, and this one just isn't. But if you play it, it plays well enough, and in a way I could hope for Wargaming to do more. I can understand why if they would do it and why they would then do it, because it is a unique tank. So, back to the game. Dead rail again. After I played a bit more conservatively and a bit more cautiously, we did manage to scrape through, getting a lovely little first class medal, as you can see here. In terms of damage, this one is a bit lower, 2.2, but yeah, look at that, 2k spotting damage. That gave us part of the XP needed, and again, very nice result in terms of credits done. I actually got half of the credits from my teammates because they were I was spotting targets for them, and that means all the credit they would get from that damage, half of that goes to me. So that's one thing too. If you want to earn credits in a tank, be a spotter. Track red tanks for your teammates so they can shoot them. Doing damage makes you the most credits, and you get half of the credits earned by your teammates if you do any spotting or tracking for them. So go for that. The gun is good enough. That's how you should play medium tanks and light tanks in general, I think. Last game, as said, is on as you can see, is on Winter Melanovka. And I wanted to go in over here first. I didn't really want to go towards A because I looked at the lineup, saw 2 medium tanks and a light tank. I was thinking, right, I'm not going for A, I will get bum rush probably, and this might be a better idea to just stop there and wait for the A cap to start rolling, and then I will go in. I can reset the cap slightly. You can see it wasn't completely reset. That means there is another tank on the B cap. The AMX now manages to take that cap. He's not popping up, that means he's going up forward. Oh, hello, there's the other tank. That's an STA. Yeah, hello, Sharky 761. That's an STA. I'm going hill down over here, turning the tank again. Quick shot, damages his tracks, that's good. I'm turning, making him miss a shot, track him in place, and we get a bit of assistance again. 209 left, pop the adrenaline, and clear the flank. Yeah, but I leave one, that's annoying, right. Just gonna take some damage here, because I gently tap into him. I wanted to take him out, and actually tap really gently into him, because I don't take him any damage at all. And I bounce one. Oh, right. Didn't really notice when I was playing the game. Lovely then. AMX actually doing a good job. He's getting C at the moment. You can see in terms of victory points, we have a bit of a problem here. I did pass through B cap, but not completely, because I didn't want to alert the enemy to my presence. And here I'm starting to think, right, it's 2-on-2 in terms of tanks. Missed that shot on the T-34. It's 2-on-2 in terms of tanks. They are 200 points ahead, well above 200 points. What shall we do? Get B? Yeah, let's get B. I'm not a real big fan of capping over here. You can see, because I can't get the gun on my enemies at the moment. I can't shoot anyone. But we are recapturing C as well. There we go. I've got B now. T28 is on the C cap, and he's getting hammered. But he's stopping the red's clock, which is good in terms of victory points. He has to drive out now. He gets killed by the T-34, and I can put one shot in to him, and then just drive past, leave other tanks to kill him. He is just fine, so I will be able to shoot him again. No, won't be able. Right. Let's get rolling now. We have to do some driving around. Shoot an AMX. There we go. And in terms of gameplay, this isn't a really brilliant game for me, I think. It's just rolling around on the flanks constantly, quickly switching targets. I get shot for the first time now, taking some damage from the AMX. He backs off, and I dunk a shot into the ground. But you can see this is pure Blitz. This is Blitz, just driving, DPM, killing each other as quickly as possible. And if you do manage to retain your hit points and get some nice little shots in, then yeah, you can really do well. The Tiger is going down. I can shoot the Glacial again. I was hoping that he would be able to shoot the Glacial again, but he has problems with the gun depression, as you can see. And here I wanted to shoot the Glacial, but I actually shoot the AMX. But I can block the AMX now, kill the Glacial, and then just finish off. So yeah, that's the review. As far as tanks go, I think a fairly good one. Like I said earlier, I'm not a fan of real fantasy tanks, so I won't be getting this one on my own account. I have more than enough tier A premiums on my own account. But it's a good tank. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure, really. But yeah, that's my verdict. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any requests actually for other tanks, please leave them in the comments below. I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. And I will catch you all on the next one, ladies and gentlemen, Tankers of Blitz Universe. Cheers, happy tanking, bye bye.